How's everyone doing today? Welcome to the channel. So today in this video, we're going to be test fitting the RB engine that came with this MUGEN MBX5 back into the car. And the reason I want to put this engine back into this car in particular is this engine has quite a bit of compression. Like, I've been checking it out. And this particular one has quite a bit of compression to it. So I think the problem that I was having when I originally had these in the car was the carburetors were not the best. So these are like, very old engines with old carburetors, and I think the carbs weren't that great. So what we're going to do today, guys, is we're going to put this engine back into this car, and then we're going to try one of these other carburetors. So I have a SH carb. This is originally for this engine right here, and I am currently running the Novorossi carburetor on this engine, but it doesn't single stage idle. So I think that carb has some kind of air leak somewhere. I'm not exactly sure. So what we're gonna do is instead of using that Novorossi carburetor, we're going to use an SH, or this is actually my Alpha 21 carb from the Alpha 21, that cheap one that I sent and blew it up. And we're going to try the carburetor on this RB Novorossi 11 fin engine. This is the RB CE 11 fin Novorossi engine, and we're going to try this carburetor out on here. So that's what we're going to do today, guys. So welcome to the channel. I hope you guys enjoyed the new channel name. It is now Nitro RC Vlog. Now, I've said a very, very long time ago that this was my, vlog. And then, long story short is I kind of gave up on saying that because, long story short. Anyways, we're going to get back to our roots and go back to what we were originally doing. It's just basically vlogging what we're doing. I originally changed my name to Full Send RC when I started blowing up a couple engines and stuff. So, that was just like a phase for me. I was kind of going through a phase where I was like, fully sending the engines, tuning them all the way up. I was experimenting, okay, guys? So I was experimenting to see what the engines could take, if they could take being tuned all the way up like that or whatever. So it was my stuff. It was my experiments. I had fun doing it. And you know what? As long as I was doing what I wanted to do, it doesn't really matter. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was doing what I wanted to do anyways, and I was having fun when they blew up. So it doesn't really matter. So I just get new engines. Like the engine for the Low C8 is like $105 now. So they're like super cheap now for like regular 28 dynamites and stuff. So anyways, what we're going to do today is we're messing with some quite a little bit better stuff than regular dynamite stuff. And we're going to be putting this back into this car. Now, you guys probably don't know why this car is even down right now. Is because during the Monster Truck Speed Challenge, which I came third in, by the way, during that challenge, I blew my clutch out on my XTM Mammoth. All right, and there was like a limited amount of time I had to get the car going again and still be able to try to go faster. So what I did was I borrowed the clutch off of this because I didn't have enough time to wait for parts to try to drive my truck faster. All right, so anyways, we're currently running a MUGEN clutch on the Mammoth right now. And we have a brand new clutch for this buggy to put back on here because, I needed parts right away and I didn't have them laying around. So I used what I had. So that's what you got to do, guys. Anyways, we have quite a few project RCs, but we have enough RCs that we can have project RCs and it not be a problem because we have enough other RCs to drive, even if we have a few that are down from time to time. So that's a good thing about having a whole bunch of RC cars, is you always have other options. You don't have to keep running the same thing all the time. You know what I mean? You could just switch it up, run something else. If something's broken, it's not an emergency because you have other stuff to run. So anyways, not sure if I'm going to edit this video or not. I haven't done a cut yet. So I'm not sure because I can do a longer video if I don't edit. All right. So if I don't edit it, I can do like an hour-long video in 4K. But if I start to edit the video, I'm only limited to 30 minutes because my phone can only hold an hour worth of stuff. So when I kind of use a different app to edit my videos. So by the time I edit a 30-minute video and export it from the app, if you understand what I'm talking about, then what happens is my phone memory is full at 30 minutes of edited video. So if I go anything past that, I am totally kind of stuck with unedited stuff because I don't have a large enough capacity on my phone right now. But you know, I might get a better phone. We'll see what happens. Just right now, that's not a priority. We're just trying to make videos and have fun. That was the whole reason I even came up with the name Full Send. I never even did any research on it to see if anyone else even had the same name or anything. I just kind of picked it, and you know, that's why I changed my name to what it is now, because no one else has this name and it's not similar. You know what I mean? It's not like, you know, if you type in my Nitro RC vlog, it doesn't come up with like someone else's channel, is what I'm saying. So that was the whole point. I switched to this name to just be my own channel. This is what I'm doing. I'm just vlogging what I'm doing, guys, just having fun. You know, because I know when I changed my name to Full Send, I kind of like offended a lot of people. I don't understand how, but you know, just I'm blowing up engines and stuff. So I figured Full Send should be a good name. But anyways, we're past that now. We're on to bigger, better things. I drove this thing at the plant where there was a lot of dust and gravel last time we drove this. So I'm probably going to have to go through and get some air filter foams or something. I'm going to probably order some of those. But anyways, for now, be good enough to start it up. I don't think there's any dust inside of there. But anyway, we're going to just pull this SH motor out, which is basically pretty much brand new. And we're going to install this beautiful RB engine over here. And hopefully fire it up in this video. Let me take a drink real quick. All right, so now I actually forgot the tools in the house, so I might actually make this an edited video, even though I've been going 8 minutes rambling on already about the channel name and stuff. But I hope you guys like the channel name. Let me know down in the comments if you guys like the new channel name. I love it. Nitro RC vlog is perfect. That's what I'm doing. That's all I'm doing. You know what I mean? I might fully send some stuff once in a while, but you know what? If you guys want to be full send, go ahead. You know what I mean? So whatever. We're all full send our stuff in our own way. I like tuning them up all the way. I'm actually going to start checking my temperatures on the engines that I have already tuned without checking the temperatures on, just to see where I'm at. I know they're all good, but I just want to verify that, and just for the longevity of the engines. All right, so anyway, let me go grab a tool bag. I guess I'm going to make a cut here. We're going to do some cuts, I guess, and edit some stuff, I guess. But wasn't trying to do that. Maybe I'll make this a 2-part video, try to make it a 1-part video. But I forgot the tool bag in the house. Unless you guys wait here 1 second, because we're going 9 minutes already. If I start editing now, I only have 20 minutes to get this car to run. So let's not do that. Let me go get that tool bag. It'll take me about a couple seconds. Just hang on a second, guys. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Just want to get you guys some good content out there. Let me go get the tools. I'll be right back. All right, guys, see, it didn't take me very long, did it? I'm back. Got tools, got screws. I don't need those screws, but had those in the house. Got the tools verified. There you go. Let's 4K this up and try to get an engine in here within this 1 hour time frame and get it running, guys. Let's see if we can get this RB engine to take a decent tune, because I think this engine is fine. I went through the listing. I still have the listing. I still have screenshots of the listing when I bought this car, and it said that this engine had low hours and had good compression, and it feels as though that is true. So my idea is I want to try to get this thing to run good, because this is an Alpha 21 carburetor and it fits perfectly into this car. So we are doing nitro carburetor experiments tonight, and that's what we're doing, guys. Appreciate you guys hanging out, man. Thank you guys for all sticking in there with me. Appreciate you guys in the comments. Been leaving comments lately and stuff, so appreciate you guys, man. Just so you know, I do appreciate you guys watching the channel, supporting the channel. Super duper appreciated. And we are going to try to keep on doing what we've been doing, which is basically we do experiments with these engines that most people don't do, is what we do. I push them to the absolute limit to see if they're going to blow up. And then when they blow up, we see what blew up. And then I know, okay, not to do that again. All right. We figured that out. I'm not perfect. All right. I'm not perfect, guys. Nobody's perfect. Nobody is perfect, guys. We just try our best, all right? Just try our best. Do the best that you can do with what you got. And that's it, man. That's it. That's it. You know, do the best that you can do, guys. I'm going to try to work on maybe eventually get a GoPro that I can put on my head or something and do better videos. But you know what? Doesn't really matter. Doesn't really matter. The videos are going to get better no matter what. All right. The videos are going to get better. And everything else is going to get better. The content, the cars, the people, everything. You know, so we got that beautiful SH motor out of there. Look, the C21. This is the one that had that cooling head that the heat thing came off of it. I don't know why I have this in here. I don't know if I got a glow plug in there. Yeah, I got a glow plug in there. I just put that in there, I guess. I guess it wouldn't fit on the back or something, so kind of stuffed that on there. So this is what I did, guys. I kind of borrowed the clutch shoes. I didn't borrow the entire flywheel, all right? I just borrowed the shoes, because if you see these, all right, you see this clutch that's in here. This is I think this is the Hobeo clutch. I'm not sure. Because when I swapped that Hyper 30 engine into the XTM Mammoth, I left the Hobeo clutch on it, right? So this is the Hobeo clutch. That's what's left of it. That's why I didn't put this clutch back into this car, because this is what happened to it when I had those big giant wheels on the XTM Mammoth. It literally melted the clutch. Look at this. I mean, it literally smoked it. The car was sitting there revving and it wasn't moving. I'll tell you that much. It wasn't moving, guys. Let's check out the rest of them. I'm going to get the rest of them out of here. Check it out. That's the original Hobeo Hyper MT clutch. So actually on my Hobeo right now, I am currently running, what clutch am I running on that? I think I'm running the original XTM Mammoth 3-shoe clutch on that one, because I originally had the Dynamite 28 in there when I first got it, and I pulled the engine out of it. I put the Dynamite 28 in there, okay? And when I put that in there, the big red, what the heck did I do? Yeah, I did. I put the XTM Mammoth clutch in that truck, because when I put the Hyper 30 back in, this clutch was already melted. So I just used the Mammoth clutch on that one, and I left the Mugen clutch shoes that came off of this car onto the Mammoth. So that's what clutch I'm running on the Mammoth right now, is the original shoes from this truck, and the Hobeo Hyper MT is running the clutch from the Mammoth, if you understand that much. All right, so this is the Hobeo Hyper MT clutch when I had those big giant wheels on the Mammoth. So do not over gear the stuff too much, because this is what happens. I didn't even mess with the gearing on that truck. I just messed with the wheel size to get it to go faster. But I actually went the wrong way, because if I would have went with smaller wheels, because I already had wheels that were way too big on it, those Proline wheels. So if I actually had smaller wheels on it, I would have went faster, because my RPM would have been higher, if you understand that. And I would have went faster because the wheels would have been turning faster, because the clutch would have been grabbing better, because the entire time that I was speeding up, this was slipping the entire time, because every time I made a pass, I went slower with this clutch. But now, ever since I put the Mammoth clutch shoes on there and went down in size, I'm going to throw that clutch in the garbage, those shoes, with the springs and everything, because they're all super heated. So long story short is, don't put the too big giant of a wheels on your truck, right? By the way, this is the wheel that originally came on my Mammoth, all right? So it was already over geared, and I just went more. I should have went down in size, and I would have went faster, if you understand, because I would have decreased the weight and increased the RPM and the engageability of the clutch to not slip while the engine is revving, if you understand that much. All right, you should be able to understand that if you watched the video this far. All right, I appreciate you. Thank you very much. Welcome to the new channel name. I mean, we're still, you know, we got to get people to watch the videos with the new channel name now. Hopefully they watch. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Hopefully you guys watch the videos. I appreciate you guys that do watch everything. Let's get this brand new Team STRC.com. No affiliation, no association, nothing. I don't know. This is for a Slayer Revo, but it was the cheapest clutch they had on eBay. It was like $8 or something. That's what we're gonna run. We're gonna see if it works. I don't know, it should work. Little 3 shoe with 3 springs. Let's figure this out. So I don't actually have to do anything to this except for take this clutch bell off, because that's all that's on there. So I have the rest of the parts in here. So I have this. All I gotta do is take this out. Some more drink, guys. Non-edited video over here. Anyways, my channel is not doing that great right now compared to before it got tampered with. But what are you gonna do, guys? I'm not gonna complain. I'm not gonna complain over here. We're just gonna keep on keeping on. You know what I'm saying, guys? Channel was doing great, but hopefully one day the channel will be back to what it was with the, you know, I had some crazy stats going on. Channel was gone to the moon, and then I was like, nah, you know what I mean? Pull the carpet out from under your feet, as they say. But that's okay. We're gonna keep on trucking, guys, as they say. Appreciate you guys that leave the comments and leave the likes and stuff. I appreciate you very much. I wouldn't be able to do it without you, for sure, because, you know, there's no doing this hobby by yourself. So the guys that recently started leaving comments and stuff, I really appreciate you. All the guys that always leave comments, I appreciate you too. You guys are all awesome. Just so you know, I do appreciate it, you know. Can't really be doing this by myself. You know, I do it by myself, like right now, like doing this video for you guys, but I'm videoing it, I'm vlogging it to share with you guys, you know, because I appreciate this stuff, and I know someone out there has to appreciate it just as much as me, you know. So that's the whole reason I started doing this channel is because I love this stuff. So I'm just trying to share my passion with you guys, you know. This is what I love to do. I love working on these things. Like there's football coming on right now, but I'm out here doing this. So that's what I like to do. You know, it's like relaxing to me. It's like, all right, let's do an experiment. You know, we're doing a literal something that I don't think has been done before, because this alpha engine hasn't, like, it's not a very old engine, and this is a very old engine that we're putting the CARB on. So I don't think probably too many people have done this test before that we're about to do. So just vlogging our experience here. Appreciate you guys so much, man. So much. I have no idea, man. You guys are awesome. Sometimes I'm like, don't feel like, you know, keeping on. When you see like arrows, when you had arrows that were like all going up, and then they all start going the other way, you're like, man. You know, just try to stay positive, you know. So yeah, man, hope you guys are all having a good one out there. Hope you guys are having fun messing with your RC cars and doing whatever kind of stuff you're doing. Just over here doing my thing, you know. Let's try to put this beautiful RB engine back into this car. I actually have another cooling head for this. If you guys remember, I got a ton of parts with this MUGEN MBX5 over here. The MUGEN, for my buddy out there. The MUGEN. We call it the MUGEN over here, guys. Little comedy, you know. Never hurt nobody. Little comedy, guys. So yeah, man. We're over here. We're just going to put this puppy together. Apparently there was a shim underneath that thing. Okay. So we're going to put it on just as it came off of there. Let's see what happens here. I don't know if it needs, no, it definitely doesn't need that. What the heck is that for? I don't know why I had that on there like that. I don't know, maybe it did need it. Now it's rubbing. Guess it does need it, guys. I don't know. I still got to put the clutch shoes on, don't I? Put this whole car together and the clutch not even be in there. That'd be pretty funny. You guys would be laughing then. Like, look at this guy. Put the whole car together. Freaking didn't even put clutch shoes in the thing. We don't need clutch shoes where we're going, guys. We don't need them. Trying to see why this is rubbing. It's supposed to fit level like that. See, it's not supposed to be rubbing. So, like, man, that's sticking out way too far. Let's see what we got. All right. That's good enough for me. Good enough for what we're doing, guys. We're sending it. You know what I mean? We're sending it anyways. So I'll never stop being full send. I just figured, let me switch up the channel name. Try to pick a channel name that's like, because I'm trying to figure out like how to, like, you know, like I'm studying this stuff, like how to like do like a YouTube and stuff. So they tell you to, like, if you pick like a channel name, try to pick one that's like, when you like look it up, you don't see like other people's channels and contents coming up. You know what I'm saying? To pick like your own channel, you know what I mean, unique. So I'm just, you know, if you're watching this and you're trying to do the same thing I'm trying to do, which is like do RC and, you know, do YouTube at the same time, have fun doing it. I just lost that clutch shoe. That is awesome. That is freaking awesome, guys. That went flying, and I don't know where it went. So now I gotta turn the flashlight on and try to find this. There we go. Oh man. Lucky day, lucky day. All right, there you go. There you go, guys. Found it, man. That was freaking great. I was worried there for a second. You guys see what I'm saying? We're already at like 25 minutes. I barely got the clutch package open and stuff. Trying not to draw this out, but I do want to give you guys some content to watch and something that I would watch myself, you know, because I sit there, I know who I watch, you know what I mean? But to each their own, I guess. To each their own, guys. All right, so we're going to put this clutch in now. Try to, I really got to get a phone with better memory, though, because I'd be able to edit like 2-hour videos if I had like good memory, you know. But anyways, we're happy with what we got, you know. We got something at least. All right, so we got to put this on like this. We got to put this on that way. Let's see if this is gonna work. This is a Traxxas clutch. It was like $8 or something from eBay. eBay, my favorite place to buy parts from, at least nitro parts. So yeah, man, I'm gonna order some fuel soon. So we're gonna have some new fuel coming in. I'm not gonna let you guys know what kind we're gonna get till it gets here. I'll let you guys know what we're gonna get. We're gonna try it out, you know, because that's the one thing that I really gonna need to re-up on soon is like fuel and stuff. So let's see, guys. All right, appreciate you guys. So let me know what you think of the new channel name, the freaking Nitro RC Vlogs. No one else. I was like in disbelief myself when I started like typing it in to like see if anyone else had the same like URL, and there was nobody, so it was great. Really works for my channel, you know, instead of trying to be full send all the time and full send and everything all the time. It kind of actually worked in my favor. It was kind of funny because I came up with full send and then everyone else started sending their stuff off of like jumps and stuff, so I didn't actually have to break up none of my stuff. Everybody else started doing it themselves. It was pretty funny. It was like reverse psychology. I come up with full send, everyone else starts full sending their stuff, breaking all their stuff up. I didn't even have to break nothing. That was great. That turned out great. How you guys like that one? Joke's on them. That's what happens when you mess with someone who's smarter than you. No, I'm kidding. Not smarter than everybody. I'm just joking around, guys. But I do got a sense of humor, too. You got to understand. You got to have fun with this stuff. You got to have fun with this stuff. You know what I mean? You got to have fun somehow. That's how I look at it. I was like, man, that's actually funny because I didn't actually have to send much of my stuff off a wrap at all. Once I came up with full send, everyone else went out to prove that they were really full send. It was like, oh, this is great. I ain't got to do nothing. I was going to be full send, but then I seen everybody else wanted to be full send. So I was like, all right, you could be full send if you want. You could be full send for the day. Just jump your stuff off the ramp and call it good. Call it good. I ain't never had to smash up none of my stuff, so that's great. Ow, that hurt. But anyway, on to trying to put this Traxxas clutch onto this Mugen, because I am cheap. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not trying to throw all my money away at this stuff all the time. You know what I'm saying? So if I could get a clutch for $8 on eBay and smash it on with a screwdriver, that's what we're gonna do. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna send it. We're gonna send it. Oh my goodness! Why won't you go in your hole? Go home. Get in your house now. Dang it! I don't want to go. I don't know why it's not listening. I'm gonna try to flex this over and hit it on at the same time. Let's try this. Go home. Get it in your hole. What do they say? When it doesn't go, get a bigger hammer, right? That's what they say. I don't know. That's what I say. Must be crooked or something. Dang, I ain't never seen such a stubborn clutch shoe. All right, we're going to pretend that one's on, and we're going to put the next one on. All right. You guys got to understand, this is all a joke. You know what I mean? It's not a joke, but it's funny. You got to admit it's funny. You got to admit when something's funny, guys. You know what I'm saying? You got to admit it when it's funny. Funny is funny when it's funny. You know what I mean? Funny is funny when it's funny. And it's not when it's not. Sometimes I'm the guy that push it too far, though. Sometimes I take my jokes too far. But at least I can admit it. Dang, these last two. What's wrong with these? Let me get this one out of the way. Oh, man. That just went shooting up in here. I'm lucky that I found that. All right, let's try it. We got one on there so far. This is like bad so far. Bad, bad, bad. Let's try to get this one. That one goes on straight. All right. With no spring, it goes right on there. The problem is when we start trying to introduce the spring to the equation, it starts freaking messing up on us. Come on, guy. Don't do this to me, all right? Come on, bro. Freaking light keeps shutting off. I got two lights in here. One of them wants to shut off every time I'm trying to do something. I get light being trolled by a light. All right. There you go. We got one on. All right, so let's do the same thing. Let's make sure this one goes through the slit, I guess, before we start hammering on it. All right, there we go. Now it goes on the place. Let's try to slip the spring in here. I'll just put this one on with no spring. You guys got to have a sense of humor. You got to have a sense of humor, guys. You got to have fun. At least that's my motto. Just try to make a joke out of everything. You know? Let's go. Come on, baby. Now, if we can get this last one into place, I'll be happy. Come on, bro. Traxxas clutch on the Mugen. Come on, dude. What's happening here? It's like it's gonna work. It's just such a pain, man. It's such a pain. Oh. Don't you love working on clutches? Don't you love it? I think we might have it. Oh, you guys know what? Come up. Get in your house. You're gonna live in here. Get in there. Get in your hole now. Come on, bro. This is messed up, man. I need like 8 hands or something. Okay. Come on, dude. Ah. What a pain, bro. I'm telling you. I need to get this thing started going into place before I start trying to push that spring on. That's the problem. Freaking like a kid. caveman working on stuff over here. Man, what a pain. This clutch spring must be like freaking super heavy or something. Oh my goodness. I think the problem is probably this. That's probably part of my problem. Exactly. Yep. Get in your hole. Go back. Now I gotta get this freaking thing over this. And I'll be in okay shape. Come on, dude. You can do it. Come on. My goodness. The most difficult clutch spring I think I ever put on. Ever in the history of RC. Come on, dude. You're like right there. Oh my goodness. Whew. Oh my goodness. Goodness gracious. Traxxas clutch onto a Novarasi RB engine. Oh my goodness. Whew. That was some work, I'll tell you that much. That was some work, guys. Wow. Oh man. Felt like I need to take a break after that. That was not easy, I'll tell you that much. Let's see. See, it sticks out way too far with that crap on. Let's see. I mean, it's scratching a little bit on the sides, but this is fine. That's all I care about. That's the only thing I care about right there. So I'm going to put this super long one in here. Put some Loctite on this. Appreciate you guys for hanging out, man. Yeah, so let me know what you guys think. Nitro RC vlog. At first I had it Nick's Nitro RC vlog, but it looked like it was like one word, like too long. Like it was just, like that's what I was going to let it be. But then it started looking like the name was like a little bit too long, you know. It's like Nick's RC vlog or whatever, you know what I mean? But that is not going to work. I don't understand what's going on here. I might need a different type of screw for this clutch or something. Which I don't know if I have one, correct one for this. Actually, I have the correct screw right here, I think. Over here messing around. That was one of my homemade screws for some kind of clutch right there. So let's see what we got. What does this one look like? That ain't gonna work either. Let's see. So, is this one gonna work? I might be able to put that that shim back in there. Oh man, I don't know where that shim went. That's great. I'm batting 1,000 tonight, guys. Oh, I got it. I got it. All right, so this is turning into a mission. I only got like 50 minutes of time on this. I don't know if it's gonna happen in one video, to be honest with you. I'm trying my best, but we're doing some nitro experiments over here, and it doesn't always go as planned. It's got Loctite down in there already. Doesn't always go as planned, I'll tell you that much. Sucker in there. Good enough for what I'm doing. Doesn't move at all. That's actually not doing nothing, to be honest with you. I don't actually know. I think that screw is just in the right screw. I don't know. We got something going on. It's working. That's all I know. This ain't perfect. Just this so this is straight. Snap that off real quick. No, I'm kidding. You guys got to know I'm kidding all the time, right? So, in reality, I need to dismantle this and clean this whole car, in reality. So, I'm going to have to do that, but not this second. All right. We're going to have to do that, but in all reality, I'm trying to do this video real quick, but I don't know if it's going to happen. I'm going to have to clean this whole car anyways on a separate video, so it doesn't really matter. Is it going to drill a hole into the thing? Here's the question. I think we're good. We may be good, guys. Let me check something. I just want to see what it looks like underneath here. What is actually holding this in? Yeah, I think that's a perfect screw, I guess. I don't know. I don't know. It works for me. Whatever it is, it is. Let's see. Let's see if this one works, just for curiosity. I like using this type of hardware, the hex, not the other kind. No, that's not going to work. So that is my only option. No problemo. I don't think I have another screw in there. Let's check. Got all kinds of clutch springs, I'll tell you that much. Got all kinds of springs. That's a good thing anyway. Got different weights. I think I put it, I don't know what kind of weight I have in any kind of car, to be honest with you. I just don't know. Anyway, let's put this baby back together and see if we can get this baby to fire up at least. That's the goal to do. I'm not trying to make these videos extra long if possible, but sometimes like this case, this is what happens. We're going to try a freaking alpha carb on a freaking whatever this is. I should actually adjust that armature for the carb linkage before I bolt this down. This is in the wrong direction. So what we need is a 1.5, and we'll put this in here. We'll go like that. And put it straight, but like that. Snap that off of there, just like that. You see that? It just snapped right off like nothing. So we might not be using this carb. That snapped right off like a toothpick, guys. Might not be using that carb. Let's see if this one will fit. So be careful tightening those things up, man. Holy crap, that snapped right off. I didn't even barely put any torque on that. Nope, that's not going to fit. All right, so we're going to use this carb. That's awesome. I think I did that to this one too. Yeah, I did that to this one too. Over torquing with the torque hands over here. Not good. Anyway, same type of carburetor. Just a slightly different one. Let's swap it up. Get freaking shot down before we even start it. Alright. This is an SH carb. That was an alpha carb. So this one has a metal body anyway. I like it a little bit better. It's metal all the way around. So let's put this back onto here. And remind me not to torque this to 8,000 foot-pounds of torque. Alright. Alright. So I'm going to get an armature for that. And then we'll experiment with this one. That is the alpha. This is a SH. Anyway. Should function just the same. Should function just the same. Maybe not, but that's the point. This is an experiment. This isn't